when I came down. I'm trying to think all the things when I came down. I'm trying to think all the things when I came down. It looks like I'm alright. I'm trying to think all the things when I came down. It looks like I'm alright.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there? It's me once again, making another video. But this one, and as always, all praise to the Most High and the Creator of all things, and may blessings be with you always. I come here and I want to make a video today. I don't want to make it too long, but it's just some stuff that I wanted to, I guess, talk about. Because I said I was gonna talk about it on like my last video, and just really haven't got around to it. So, quick disclaimer about me: I don't really like. I see a lot of stuff on YouTube. I spend a lot of time on YouTube, honestly. Mostly like I listen to like a lot of music. I look at a lot of sports, like highlights and stuff, cause I don't got like cable or nothing like that. What else? I listen to a lot of like motivational videos, informative videos, and just stuff that's just really going on in the world. And like, it's nothing wrong with having your own opinion. Basically, like you could respect, what I'm saying, what other people say, and you could, what I'm saying, I guess fuck with what what I'm saying. You can fuck with it, like what I'm saying. You can respect it. You can look at it. You can give it your, what I'm saying, your time, and what I'm saying. You can form your own opinion from there, but everybody's not going to agree with everything that everybody says. And I'm not here to, like I say, it's another disclaimer. I'm not here to say that I'm smarter than nobody or better than nobody or know more than anybody. It's just that I look at the world a little bit different. The world a little bit different, and it's like it's a gift and a curse at the same time. So the information that I put on here, it comes from the heart, and I really just don't. It's just certain stuff like I don't feel like no pressure, like no competition. Like I feel like the stuff that I'm talking about is just not going to be like talked about. Nobody's going to like view it the way that I'm going to view it. So it's really like no worries, no rush, no none of that. You know, I gotta be doing other stuff, but I just want y'all to just understand that I'm trying to get y'all to understand is something that we might be missing here, or it might be a different way to look at it. It might be something to a little bit more to the picture, if you know what I mean. But so with that being said, like I don't feel like I need to be like nobody to to do it. Like I haven't showed my face. I don't plan on showing my face. It's like cause what I look like, it don't really matter. It don't. I done said that before. Like how does that matter? But yeah, I haven't even got to like my story. I'm just telling y'all what I see in the world. But then I guess when I get to my story, I got a lot to unfold. If you just stick with it, it'll make sense before. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's one of them things that's gonna have to unravel and like, you know what I'm saying, unwind over time, and then like eventually like either you'll get it or you won't get it. But it's okay. But if you get it, you blessed. If you find this, you blessed. But I'm really just it's so much stuff to unpack. Like I'm really just getting started. Like it's not even it's not even fair because it's so much stuff to talk about. And it's so many different ways to look at so many things, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's all I gotta say. So just stick with me. I know. Like I'm a slow starter. I get it. All right. But just stick with me. And because most of the stuff that I say, most of the stuff that I'm talking about, it's not gonna really make sense until everything actually like hit the fan, like it's hitting the fan in Germany, like it's hitting the fan in Australia, like it's hitting the fan in like some of them other European countries and on the other part of the world, like it done already hit the fan. Like the feces is everywhere. So when it by the time it hit here and by the time some of the other stuff that I'm gonna reveal later, by the time they hit, somebody gonna be done paid attention. Like somebody gonna be done. I might use my Facebook, my Instagram, or my Snapchat to post some of this stuff, and I might start a TikTok, but who knows? Anyways, like I was saying, that was my disclaimer for this video. I hope y'all enjoy. Let me see. I actually want to put a little background music on this. Y'all excuse me for a second. Let me see what song I want to play. Give me a second. There we go. Let's play that one. Turn it down a little bit. I don't want it to drown me out. I know it's loud. Yep. Editing the video and making the video at the same time. Boy, I'm cold, chilly. Y'all ain't seen nothing. But yeah. So the video that I'm gonna make today is about the difference between the earth and the world. So it's a big difference between the earth and the world. I know a lot of people might not realize that. Like, oh well, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, you know what I mean. Well, let's just look at the definition. So I'm finna use my little internet source here to pull up the definition of earth. Okay. It says the fragmental material composing part of the surface of the globe. The globe? I'll talk about that later. Especially, is it cultivable soil? So I guess soil that can be cultivated or used for different things. The sphere of mortal life, as distinguished from the spheres of spirit life, compare heaven, hell, etc. Areas of land, as distinguished from sea and air. The solid footing form of soil, ground. The solid footing, the distinguished and solid. That's what the earth is. It's distinguished. It's solid. It's provided everything that we need to survive forever. Even if we wasn't going to be here, the earth was still going to have everything we needed to survive. In fact, this phone that I'm holding in my hand, this couch that I'm sitting on, this space that I'm in was all made from stuff that was already here, that was always going to be here, whether we was going to be here or not. That's why I really want to get into that video later about, I'm doing another video about why I don't see why people were so certain that we was meant to be here, and I'm going to unpack that too. So I'll say that again. The areas of land that are distinguished from the sea and air, distinguished, the solid footing formed of soil, ground. So basically, the earth is solid and distinguished and gave us everything that we need to survive forever. Water and sunlight forever. Not a coincidence. I'm sorry. It's just not. I know people look at different reasons for different things, different ways, and different days. And, you know, the funny thing about water is, I got this from Cat Williams, I ain't gonna lie. You know the ingredients in water, but you can't make it. Ain't that crazy? Never mind. That ain't even what this video about. So, shaking my head. So, the earth is different from the world. I'm gonna look up the definition of the world while I let y'all jam to the background music a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just being me. I can't be nobody else. So like, I'm not gonna even try. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It wouldn't make sense. So, yeah. Anyway, so all I can be is me. So now we're gonna look up the world. So the earth is distinguished and solid, and it gives us everything that we need to live and survive. Of course, the earth has dangerous things. Of course, you can drown in the sea. Of course, you can fall off a cliff. I'm not saying that you can't hurt yourself with the earth. I mean, of course, it's poisonous bugs. Cause I know, I just gotta say that is because I know people gonna take it there. Be like, well, what about this and what about that? And they just really, really just trying to detract from the whole reason that I like. I know it's a lot of people out there like that, so I just have to say that type of stuff for them people, like the small-minded people that's gonna try to like take the smallest thing that I may have not said or they thought I wasn't paying attention to and try to just run with it like, well, you didn't say this or you didn't say that or what about this or what about that? I know it's a lot of people like that. I'm not really like that though. I don't know why. But yeah, just relax, just breathe. It's all right. It's all right. I'm coming. Here I come. Just give me a second. I'm almost there. So world. So all the people, societies, and institutions on the earth. Wow. Peoples, societies, and institutions. Denoting one of the most important or influential people or things in its class. So, a region, a group of countries, a group of living things, a particular period in history. That's different from the earth. Let me make sure I read it again, just make sure I read it. Because, sometimes I'll be tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to trip. Some people be tripping, though, trust me. I know this. So, the earth, together with all the countries, people, and natural features, denoting one of the most important or influential people or things of its class, all of the people, societies, and institutions of the earth, a particular period in history, a group of living things, the people, places, and activities to do with a particular thing. That's what the world is. The world is not distinguished. The world is not solid. The world is not the earth. By definition, of course, it's not just how I feel about it or how I've been feeling about it or what I noticed about it. It's by definition that you can look up yourself if you have time. So, when you think about the earth and you think about how solid and how distinguished it is and how much it's provided for us for all times, like I said, whether we was gonna ever be here to figure out any of this stuff or whether we was gonna ever be here to enjoy any of this stuff that we created while we was here. And you know what I'm saying? Props to the mind, props to the dreamers, props to the inventors, because the phone that's in my hand, the TV that I just turned off, the internet, the music I'm listening to, everything was created from something that sounds like it was created from something that was already here and that was always going to be here before us, will be here after us, and was always going to be here whether we were going to be here or not. That's what y'all got to understand about the earth. It's pretty dope when you think about it because it clearly tells you that there was a plan involved. There was you know what I'm saying? It was distinguished. It was solid. It was something that, even though we probably wasn't always meant to be a part of the whole picture, I created them, so I know that they can create. It's really nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know that how powerful my mind is, so I know how powerful their mind is. I know they'll figure it out. I'm not even worried about that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would think if I was maybe the creator of all things and the provider of all time. I mean, that's probably just how my mind would work a little bit. Not to say that I'm on that level. I would never go there. But the world is something completely different. The world is just the people, places, and things on this earth, the institutions on this earth, the time and history of this earth. That's why the world changes. That's why the world turns. That's why the world spins. That's why they say people make the world go round. And that's why I say money make the world go round. Don't nothing make the earth go round. don't want to even really get on that, but it's crazy. I never heard nobody say the earth go round. I always heard the world go round. I always heard people make the world go round. I heard money make the world go round. I even heard technology make the world go round. I've never heard nobody say, I never heard nobody say, I never heard nobody say what makes the earth go round. That's crazy. And these are sayings that's been said over and over and over and over and over and over again till we have no choice but to embed it in our minds and our brains and just run with it. People don't understand how much stuff they really believe in and they feel strong about was taught to them for a reason, and they was actually being programmed. They was actually being programmed. A lot of people don't understand it. Some people get it, and I get it. But it's like I said in my last video, if you're going to pay attention to one thing, if you're going to notice one thing, you might as well pay attention to everything. You might as well notice you might as well pay attention to everything. You might as well notice everything. You might as well put all the puzzle pieces together. Because it's a lot of different beliefs, and it's a lot of different non-beliefs, and it's a lot of like spiritual, and it's a lot of scriptures, and it's a lot of books, and it's historical events, and it's a lot of stuff that does happen. And most of it, for the most part, is kept from us on purpose for a reason. So I don't even realize I had been talking for this long, and I haven't even really got started. So the people, the places, and the things, and the institutions of this world are not this earth. And the earth spins and the world spins, but the earth doesn't spin. So we got that established, right? Federal facts, right? Now, most people gonna say wrong. Nah, you don't know what you're talking about. That's cool. I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine. I've reached a area where I understand when the Bible verse say Yeshua wept, I understand what he wept for, because some people just wasn't gonna never get it, and he knew that way back then. That's why he cried for the people that wasn't gonna never get it, wasn't gonna never figure it out, wasn't gonna never stop doing wrong, wasn't gonna never turn back to the Most High, because that was his only reason for coming here. To get us to turn away from the ways of this world, from this time of man, from this stage of history that we in, and turn back to, that was his only purpose. He came to teach. And came, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it got turned into a bunch of stuff over the years. Yes, I'm going to do a video on that. Don't worry. Please don't worry. Oh, don't worry about that. Yeah. But yeah, sure, the master teacher came to teach. And get people to turn away from the ways of the world and idolizing of the world and the worshiping of the material things and the pagan celebrations. That was his whole thing. Like, but yeah, so the world gives us so much other stuff to worry about, like what we wear and what people think about us and how much money we make and where do we live and what we look like and how much we weigh and how pretty and straight our teeth are, and just a bunch of other just petty stuff that don't even matter at the end of the day. Don't have nothing to do with what kind of person you really are on the inside. On the inside. It's easy to follow. It's easy for your eyes to be fooled. It's very hard for your third eye to be fooled, for your third eye to be blinded. It's very hard for that. Your eyes can be fooled. You can be very easily blinded by the things of this world. And there's just so much dangerous stuff that it seemed like it's a motorcycle. Woo, yeah, I get to fly around. It's cool. Feel the wind and the breeze on my face. But you know how many people actually pass away in motorcycle accidents and automobile accidents? I always joke with my friend. I was like, we should have never stopped riding horses. Because you can get as fucked up as you want to get and get on the horse. That horse ain't going to run into shit. That horse ain't going to run into no other horses, no other people, no trees. It ain't going to go off no cliffs. It ain't going to do none of this shit. More than likely, you going to be passed out on that bitch, and that bitch going to stop for a minute. You hear me? But never mind that. I digress because technology, it is one. It allows us to communicate. It allows us to, understand different languages and cultures and different religions and beliefs. And it's just that my only thing with religion and class and race is it's the main dividers of everything. Like, everybody is divided up and everybody is going against, it's like this and that. Like racism got too blatant. So they had to make a new racism. But that's a part of the world. That's the way the world has to focus. That's the way the world has to have an enemy. The world has to have somebody against somebody. That's the only way the earth could be fine just without. The earth don't have to have no enemies. The earth don't have to have nobody divided. Don't have to have nobody against each other. The earth just needs the sunlight and the water, and the wind and the rain and the snow and the trees and the birds and the leaves. That's all the earth needs. The world need the newest this, the newest that, the best this, the greatest that, the latest this, the latest that. I hit the beat just like that. Hold up. But yeah, that's what the world need. I don't really, I don't know. I ain't never really cared for stuff like that. I probably never will. I mean, like I said, I done had it. And I guess it's nice to have, it's nice to look at, it's nice to play with, but you can't take it with you when you're gone. You can only take your spirit and your soul with you when you're gone. So what is that worth? You gotta ask yourself these questions. These are serious questions. This is real. These are these is real talk. Like it don't even get no real, I wish I didn't even have to say that, but real recognize real and the real gonna understand when they hear it, but a lot of people not gonna hear this, and I'm okay with that. Cause if you find this, you blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I guess until I had and I lost and I had and I lost and I had, I didn't even just realize how much what I really needed was inside of me. Because I done had and lost and had, I done had and lost stuff so much that I always know that I can go back and get what I need to survive because it's in me. I don't count on nothing outside of me for me to survive. It's certain stuff that's in this world and that's the way of this world that makes you believe that you need it and you won't survive without it. But when you really think about it, you don't need it. It's not the end all be all. It's just the way that the world makes you think about yourself and makes you feel about yourself and other people by dividing people by how much money they got, how they look and what they believe in, or what they don't believe in, or how they don't look, or what they don't got, or how much money they don't got, or what they don't drive, or what they don't wear, or what they don't do, or what they do. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way of the world. Shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Man, let's keep the music going. So I hope I could at least get y'all to understand the big difference between the earth and the world. What the Most High and the Creator of all things, and I say the Creator of all things because, like I said again, there's nothing here that wasn't gonna already be here. Meaning that either we was gonna figure out what we wanted to do with it to try to make our life seem better and more pleasurable and easier, and for the most part, it just made it more dangerous and more unnecessary. You know, airplanes get you all the way. That's fine. That's great. But trains, but you see what I'm saying? Train, plane, buses, and these places are like, you know what I'm saying, targeted in mass shootings a lot of the times. And they're great to visit. It's good to travel. It's good. It's so good to travel. It's so good to get out and see the world. And I understand it. It's good to meet new people and learn new things. And I understand that transportation is a part of the technology that allows that to make that so easy for so many people to do that effortlessly, like effortlessly. Shout out to Chef still for the 3-point title. But it's like it's a double-edged sword because then you got pileups on the freeway. You got the thing that happened when it snowed up here last year. Yeah, y'all know where I'm at. I mean, triple D this, triple D that, triple D everything. But yeah, I'm putting it in your face. You can get it understood. It's okay. But what I'm saying is, a lot of the stuff that was created, it's a double-edged sword. It's sliced this way, and it's good, and it's convenient, and it made it so easy and so fun and enjoyable. And remember, it's sliced the other way, and people lost their lives, and they didn't necessarily have to lose their lives if it wasn't invented. It's just always more than one way to think about it. Like, oh, you crazy, man, you crazy. You can walk around, you can ride a horse if you want to. I'ma ride, I'ma pull up in this, and I'ma pull up in that. Nigga, you crazy. I bet I'll be crazy, but I'm just saying it's more than one way to think about it. It's more than one way to skin a cat. You understand? There's more than one way to look at things. And a lot of people just not gonna understand it. A lot of people, not. It's not like it's not that black and white when it comes to what we need and what we don't need, and what was put here to distract us and what was put here to turn us away from the Most High. Those are the things of the world. The things of the earth give you no choice but to respect and acknowledge the Most High. There's the difference. The things of the world could cause you to lose your life for no reason. Lose your life on accident, is the word, like accident. To accidentally lose your life, like your life never had no purpose. Man, I'm almost done with this. I'm almost done with it. But it's just hard to let it go. Because a lot of people still not going to get it. A lot of people, like, they watching what I'm saying. They watching what I'm doing. They acting like they not watching it. And it's cool, too. But what I'm saying is not going to really make sense until everything hit the fan. What I'm saying is not going to really it's not going to really click. It's not going to snap. People are like, yo, I remember. Yeah, it's going to get to that point. It's not even that far off, but you can't, and like I said, I'm not the type to tell you I know everything. I'm smarter than nobody. I'm better than nobody. Never have been that way, never will. But at the same time, if you know better, do better. If you know different, do different. If you can see it, say something. Why not say something? Everybody can't see it. It's the gift and the curse. Everybody ain't got these eyes. And that's all right with me. It's okay. A lot of people think I'm crazy. Like, I've had people literally call me crazy and shoot little slugs and make little insults and say little stuff and take little digs and do little petty stuff. Like I'm supposed to cry. Like I'm not a grown man. Like I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I've lost more than I've gained in my life. Like I'm not easily broken. Like you can't be who I am. I ain't even gotten to who I really am and what I've really been through, but you can't get to me. You just can't. Like people have been trying so hard. They try every day. Like it's nonstop, but